Hey there, everybody. What is going on? Yeah, I know. First video that I have done on this channel in like a year and a half. But yeah, I'm so freaking excited right now. I have decided to come out of semi-retirement or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'll get into all that later on in the video because right now you just want to hear about the new Superman movie. So, yes, as everybody knows, because it's the biggest news on the planet right now, there is a new Superman film written and directed by James Gunn. This is kicking off the new DC Universe, massive reboot going on because, let's face it, love them or hate them, the DC movies did not have a focused plan, and things were all over the place. So we're kicking off a whole new thing now. So this movie, we've got a brand new Superman, David Corenswet. We've got Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, and a whole bunch of really cool people. Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. Oh my god. Anyway, so one thing I loved about the trailers for this film was that they never really gave away what the actual plot of the movie is. They gave us enough information that, you know, to get us wanting to see the film. They showed us plenty of Crypto, the, Superdog, amazing. But yeah, we never really got a sense of what the actual plot was. And I thought that was great marketing. So I went into this film with fairly low expectations, high hopes, but low expectations. Now, I have kind of a controversial opinion in that I never thought so far we have ever had a perfect Superman film. We've had great Superman films. I mean, the Christopher Reeve stuff from the 70s and 80s is just, so good. I like the Zack Snyder stuff. I even like Superman Returns. They've always been good, but I always felt they never really captured the essence of the character. They didn't really go into the sci-fi element of the comic books. And yeah, to me, there was just never a perfect Superman film. Everything I saw in the trailers for this one, I thought this could be it. And having seen it, yeah, it absolutely was for me. I loved this film so much. I saw it on Tuesday night at an advanced screening. I've not stopped thinking about it. And I cannot wait to see it again. This film, it had so much heart and soul to it. You could tell that it was created by someone with an immense love of the source material. I mean, James Gunn, it's no secret this guy is a huge comic books fan, and I don't think they could have had anyone better to do this film. The performances all around were amazing. David Corenswet was just so perfect in both roles. And he kind of really did a great job of making Clark Kent seem fairly different to Superman. Like this time around, it wasn't just, Superman wearing glasses. There was just something different about like the hair and everything that I thought was really cool. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor was mind-blowingly good. He really... Well, I mean, I guess the script really nailed who that character is. This evil, narcissistic genius. That was one thing that, I didn't like about the Christopher Reeve films. I didn't think Gene Hackman was a great Lex Luthor. And there are a lot of other things in those films, like flying around the world to go back through time. In Superman 2, ripping the logo off the chest and throwing this big plasticky version of it at the villains. There were a lot of things that just didn't land for me. Whereas this film, everything was just so goddamn good. I'm not going to say too much about the plot because obviously it's being sort of kept under wraps, but there's a lot to do with Lex's hatred of how much the world loves this alien who's come to Earth. He's only been been Superman for 3 years in this movie. A lot to do with that, but there's a lot to do with him sort of orchestrating this war that's going on that you've seen in the trailers and stuff for a reason, which I'm not going to explain why. The score in this movie is phenomenal. I have been listening to the score album the last couple of days. The way that they used John Williams' original Superman theme was just such a love letter to that music. I absolutely adored it. The special effects were great. I've been reading criticisms that the movie is overstuffed with too many characters. I don't think it was. I think everyone was balanced really well. We've got the so-called Justice Gang in this one, which is led by Guy Gardner, aka Green Lantern, played by Nathan Fillion. Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, who I freaking loved because every time she went into battle, she just had that freaking scream that she does, which I just love. And then, you know, with the bad guys, you've got Ultraman, the Engineer, but everyone was balanced. You know, everyone had like a perfect amount of screen time, I thought. The visual effects were stunning. I just absolutely loved every single moment of this film from start to finish. It's got that typical James Gunn quirky humor as well, but for me, I don't think it ever kind of felt out of place. Like, that's another criticism I've heard, is that some people are saying a lot of the sort of more emotional moments were interrupted with jokes, but I didn't find that myself. In terms of the emotional stuff, there was a lot of that, particularly between Clark and Jonathan Kent. His, father, played by Pruitt Taylor Vince, is that his name? There was like one moment in particular I just wanted to come home and hug my infant son. A lot of emotional things, and I just absolutely loved this film. To me, it was absolutely perfect. I am not going to hesitate in giving this film a 10 out of 10. Alright, so that's my thoughts. I just had to talk about this movie. I had to, so the reason I've kind of, I haven't abandoned my channel, it's still around. I don't know how many people actually realize this, but one of my best friends and I, we've actually been doing a movie-related podcast over the past year and a half or so. Actually, year and a half, called Dan and Frankie Go to Hollywood, because her name is Frankie, so it's appropriate. I'll drop a link to our podcast in the description box, because there might be some people who are kind of like, where did that Dan guy go? And that's where I went, so you can come find me there. Anyway, that's all I had. So in the meantime, if you have seen Superman, I would love to know what you guys thought. What were some of your favorite parts of it? Or did you absolutely hate it? I don't know. It's up to you. So drop me some comments down in the thingy below, and I will catch you sooner or later. I don't know, depends on if a movie comes out that I really want to talk about, because I like to talk about movies, and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah!